this is about the 6th week now it's been at the club, and it's doing well, you know what I mean? And it's getting busier every week. Tonight I would say it's the club's full, you know what I mean? Some big DJs on. We got Sister Bliss on as well. Paul Robertson, Lee Butler, Paul Setti, Rowan, Johnny Funk. There's lots of things going on, you know what I mean?
It's time to get funky, do this. It's time to get funky. It's time to get funky, do this. It's time to get funky. It's time to get funky, do this. It's time to get funky. It's time to get funky, do this. It's time to get funky. It's time to get funky, do this. It's time to get funky. It's time to get funky, do this. It's time to get funky. It's time to get funky, do this. It's time to get funky. It's time to get funky, do this. It's time to get funky. It's time to get funky, do this. It's time to get funky. It's time to get funky, do this. It's time to get funky. It's time to get funky, do this. It's time to get funky. It's time to get funky, do this. It's time to get funky. It's time to get funky, do this. It's time to get funky. It's time to get funky, do this. It's time to get funky. It's time to get funky, do this. It's time to get funky. It's time to get funky, do this. It's time to get funky, do this. So scream and throw your hands up. The party's about to begin, and I'm gonna rock it till the end. It's time to get funky, do this. So scream and throw your hands up. The party's about to begin, and I'm gonna rock it till the end. It's time to get funky, do this. So scream and throw your hands up. The party's about to begin, and I'm gonna rock it till the end. It's time to get funky, do this. So scream and throw your hands up. The party's about to begin, and I'm gonna rock it till the end.
Music, yeah, good bands on and that, good music, good DJs, good night out.
We come here every day because it's brilliant. It's not open, I wait outside till it does open. I sleep outside in the sleep bag, mate. I love it here, mate. We sleep here.
I reckon the buzz, it sound like. Who's your best DJ?
Lee Butler. No, Davey T. Because he's nicer looking.
What were you doing before the Best of British?
Before the Best of British, ducking and diving, working everywhere, you know what I mean? Anywhere you can, 0501, state, main events, whatever, you know. Well, in 1985 I was the British breakdancing champion, you know what I mean? I've worked with Madonna, it's true. Richard Keel, who's Jaws of James Bond. Jules Holland, Cilla Black, Terry Wogan. I used to do a lot of TV in the early 80s and 80, between 84 and 86. We was on television probably once a week, some type of kids show, you know. Yeah, I've been all over Europe, as a breakdancer more so. As I say, you know, about 10 years ago. Europe, Saudi Arabia, America, up and down England 5 billion times, you know what I mean? Too much really. And I've also, obviously, as DJ, I've been to, last year I was in Switzerland, DJing with Frankie Knuckles and Dave Morales, and Terry Hunt and DJ Pierre. There's 30 or 40 DJs. You should check the poster because it was a good show in front of 25,000 people. That was in Switzerland. Been to Ireland, America 2 years ago, Florida. Just, you know, up and down. England's better because I don't want to have to get out to the house to go and earn a few quid. I'd rather go up the street, you know, like to the Buzz Club or to the State or whatever. About 1987, I'd stopped breakdancing about 85. And I was getting into DJing, and I didn't want to be called David Thomas because everyone was called, you know, is that Kenny James or Mark Johnson or, you know, Greg Wilson or Chad Jackson, and I thought, oh, everyone's got a full name. I thought, I'll be Davey T, because no one was called like an initial. Every other fucker's called Billy G, Johnny G, Jimmy J, fucking... So obviously I jumped on the bandwagon now, but at the time it was a bit of a novelty. Sounds young as well, which is good because I'm not, you know. But there it is, I'm okay with it. Back's gone a bit. These are my teeth though. I mean, obviously, I've been in entertainment all my life, and obviously for a natural reason, because that's what I am, an entertainer. Yeah. And I think that's a natural ability. It's like, I suppose, as a TV presenter or a singer, you just sing, and whatever you do, you do. It's a natural ability to perform, isn't it? I think if you've either got it or you haven't, and I don't think it should be applauded. It's like someone who can sing; they can't learn to sing. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can just sing. This is my friend Lee. Do I ever get nervous on stage? Not at all. It's like, it's of no consequence to me. Just walk up there and suddenly I am a different person. You'll have seen the main events where I wear fair coats and all that business. It's I don't know. I don't even remember when I come off what I've done. I don't even know what I'm going to do when I go on. No idea, I'll be honest. You just go on and go bang and you're there.
Listen, we've had Lee Butler on the mix, and we're going to say thank you to him. My name's Davey T. We've got Hyper Gogo live on stage. We've got Paul Robertson. But just now I want you to put your hands together and make some fucking noise for one of Liverpool's biggest DJs, Dave Graham. Yo, pump it up. Come on, man. Let's have a good time. Let's have a good time.
Come on. Oh, baby. Come on. Oh, baby. Come on. Oh, baby.
So tell me about your scratching technique.
Well, I was some of the people who I learned off was people like Chad Jackson, because when I was a breakdancer, Chad used to drive the van to gigs, you know, and Chad's been world champion, Greg Wilson. Some big DJs, you know what I mean? DJ Cheese, worked with him, worked with the Whiz Kid. These are more DJs from the early 80s, but very big DJs in America and so on, scratching hip hop and so on. That's how it started, obviously.
The drums.
DJing since I was about 20, yeah, you know. You get a set of decks on your birthday, etc. And that was it really. I got a set of decks on my 21st. You've got your usual promoters behind thinking they're great, putting two things up and usual David T antics, but as it happens, I've been DJing since I was about 1.5. No, since about 20. Yeah, I haven't released it to my dad. He's Billy Butler, and as a guy with music taste, he tends to think house is one big repetitive piece. I used to play it. He used to play it in the house, and he'd say, "Oh, it's been the same thing for the last 3 hours." But that's what you get from anybody over 50. He's thinking of putting a night together with me, David T, and the guest PA by Gary Puckett in the Union Gap. Now, a little work and that's debatable, but the negotiations are in progress. Liverpool dancing is probably the best thing there is. The competition. The varied amounts of nights you've got, like voodoo, you play like a lot of like deep more trancy stuff. The Buzz, Deal 5-1, the State who you know, are on the same sort of tip, but the Cream is probably the biggest club in the country, if not Europe. So I mean, it's got to be the hottest scene around.
I've been working in clubs since I was like 16. I started doing lights and stuff, in the Hitman and Here and all that, and it just sort of, you know, always liked DJing. I think I bought decks when I was like 15 or something, just some crappy ones, you know, belt drives, just no chance of learning on them. And then I just sort of, when I was working in Preston in Tokyo Joe's, and I just sort of fell into the scene. I met Dave Graham in a record shop, offered him to lend a record or something, and then he said, "I'll come down the Drome and all this," and I sort of started, you know, hanging about and whatever, sort of hang about long enough, and then he opened a record shop. I was working in that, and
while I was working in that record shop, you know, just sort of met a lot of people, made a few contacts, and then Davey T from the States, he came in, and he was always coming in buying records, and you know, I was saying, Dave, you're gonna get us a job, get us a job, get us a job, and he was like, you know, I'll try, like, because you know, everyone else had asked to sort of, because I just asked everyone for a job, you know. People just sort of palm you off and that, but then one day he just walked in and he went, right, you're on Saturday, and I went, cool. So I played there and it was really, really good. I just came in and he liked what I'd done. And then, fortunately for me, the resident of the club decided to leave. Jay, who was playing with him, and Dave just came and approached me. He said, "You want to do it?" I said, "Yeah." So I just started there. Favourite song? I've probably got a bag full. I suppose my favourite song at the time is Whatever Works. You know, no, I like uplifting stuff and vocals. You know, good songs. A good DJ. I think a good DJ is someone who can walk into somewhere, anywhere really, and can adapt. You know, not walk in and go, "Hey, I'm great. I'm just going to play this and fuck you." You know, they'll adapt to whatever's happening. You know, arrive a little bit early and see what the crowd's doing and go, "Okay, that's what they want." And obviously throw in their own style as well. You know, because you can do that. You can sort of give them a bit what they want, but you know, sort of keep your own sort of identity as well.
This club is by miles the best club to play in. As regards its surroundings, the new system we've just got in, its layout, the crowd, the response, it is really good. You'll be surprised.
I've been working there on Best of British, and I've done a couple of guest spots there, and I just think it's, you know, it's a really good venue. It's just, there's always a good atmosphere in there. I mean, Friday night has just exploded, and the atmosphere is really good. You just get people coming up saying, "Oh, it's excellent." It's really, really good. And you know, Dave's resident there on a Saturday, and since he's been there, I mean, the opening night for it, when he was on, just on a Saturday, there was like 1,500 people locked out. And the Friday night's the same. We had a real big lockout the other week. People want to come to the place, and on a Friday we dress the club up, and it looks a bit different as well. You know, we have all projections and stuff, and you know, it's interesting. We have percussion players, and people are getting up on the stage shaking tambourines, and Dave plays a bit as well with the cymbals. Choice of bands, with bands it's quite difficult. We try and make sure that there's always someone on who's actually doing something, and not some guy just shouting a couple of lines and a couple of girls who can't really dance just jumping up and down. I'll try and have someone on who can actually perform or do something. It is quite difficult because, you know, there's not many out there. You know, we just try and give some sort of entertainment. OT Quartet. She was, you know, she was sort of all live and stuff, and they had a transvestite who I didn't realise he was a transvestite at first. So, hello, you know, it looked like this gorgeous woman. Got a bit closer, like, and realised. Yeah, it was sort of an okay show. It was good.
Each of them have a great night, don't they? Sometimes the State's great, sometimes the 051's great, sometimes the Buzzer's great, and you know, and the Cream and so on, and all them places, the Nation, sorry. To this, as I say, one of the best days was when we went to the Buzz about a few months ago, me and Lee, and we did a big campaign, and it was amazing. And that was a great night. But maybe, you know, maybe there was nights better than that, but that's the one I remember, because maybe it was the closest.
Out of the Buzz, when me and Dave took over there was really good. I mean, we had 1,800 in the club, 500 outside, and it was a big move for both of us. And, you know, when you're not sure whether something's going to work, when you put something together from day one and you see the end result, it's really good. That was probably one of the best end results.
Lee's very good, you know. I know he's over there, but the truth is, you know, he rocks the place all the time. Sometimes I don't even play late because I know Lee will put it together. So, I mean, one of my jobs in the Buzz is as the promoter, you know what I mean? And sometimes, you know, I don't want to play, you know what I mean? Sometimes I want to play, but sometimes I don't, and I know that I can leave it to Lee, and he'll just, you know, blow the place apart. It's a bit shit sometimes when you've got a DJ you're working with, and you have to play because you know he's not really capable. With Lee, that's not the case, or Paul. They just rock the house every time. That's why I've got a team.
My usual working day involves speaking to Dave at 10 o'clock at night, telling him that I'm going to be in around 12 in the office to sort out some flyers and to work on some tapes we've got planned. Dave phoning me about 2:15 in the house to see where are you. Me coming in about 2:45 and Dave saying, Lee, you've got to get in the office earlier. I was staying till about 6, going for something to eat, having a breakfast and going home. Whilst Dave's accomplished about 3 million things, I've accomplished about 4. That'd probably be the usual day in the Best of British office.
Typical working day. Oh, it's just hectic. I mean, I suppose I don't know what people think we do or whatever, but it's, I can say, it's busy. It's non-stop, 9 till 9, and sometimes later. You know, just constantly doing things. It's never stopping.
Is this one then?
Is this royalty and?
Oh yeah.
Just we need to get right on it, you know, and really start. You've got to take control of your poems. You know what I mean?
A video phone? Well, I'm sort of being videoed right now, actually. Anyway.
It's not like that, you know.
Yeah.
You'll be subbing anyone to see it.
Wouldn't bet on it, mate.
I'm in the office in 50 minutes. I'm in the office in 50 minutes, meeting with Ian. Yeah, I mean, I just want to get back on straight. I'll probably meet. No, I'm scared.
Yeah, that's the
What do you think of the? What do you think of David T?
David T, have you met him?
Have you seen him? Look at him.
You know, I tell you,
Go to bus tonight.
Oh yeah.
I'm taking on to Willie Mill about, senses of copping off tonight. David T's 1-4 favourite tonight to go on with the sun.
He's a cat, though, isn't he?
That's before half 11.
He's got the early chest as well. Sometimes just bums it on.
He heard it as well.
He's got the whopper. And it's soft sideways. What about what about Lee Butler?
This new tape out with David T called Lee Butler and David T at the Bars.
Is that any good?
That's an example of one of probably the best tapes around Liverpool at the moment.
How much is that?
This is on sale in 3B2 Groover. I need to go and disappear now.
Yes, the British. You've got to go and you disappear now, of course. You and Paul Daniels. At 12 o'clock, music off.
People think it's the NF.
What do you think? I don't know.
Oh, you're strong, guy. And you're going to the gym, are you? Yeah.
Yeah, why didn't you sponsor us? Why didn't you not?
Oh, that's terrible. How could they do that?
Why didn't you not spend money on
someone's
thing and then
thing
put
of
icons?